In the book, it looks like chapter 4 describes the transformational approach to leadership. And this approach is used to satisfy human needs. And the transformational leader goes beyond basic needs when they're trying to satisfy a follower's higher level of needs. Um, and the transformational leader goes beyond and does more than an average leader. And they're usually someone that does that is usually what a follower tends to look for in a leader, what a follower tries to emulate, and what they kind of look up to and what feature they look for in a leader. Um, and Maslow tend to outline the 5 hierarchical ranking of needs that include self-actualization needs, self-esteem needs, and then belonging and love needs, safety needs, and psychological needs. And self-esteem is vital because if we feel good about ourselves, we can make others feel good about themselves and the leader as well. And if the leader is confident, then their followers are going to be confident as well. So the followers are going to match the mood of the leader. And then self-actualization is applying your own unique set of interests and abilities to become the best person you can be. And if you're self-actualized, you will feel an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. And those who become self-actualized have a drive and urge to assist others in reaching their self-actualization needs as well. And those people tend to become very driven to helping others. They become, very driven to helping others rather than themselves. And the difference in exhibiting transformational leadership style is the communication style that's used by the leader. And that's a big factor in, keeping, following, is having successful communication with them. And the method of doing that communication depends on the success. And if you're having successful style of communication that's able to reach a mass amount of people, then you're going to keep your followers. And some followers have actually lost, or some leaders have actually lost followers depending on their communication style. And sometimes there have been leaders that have lost followers because they haven't kept advancing their communication style. They tended to kind of stay out of date with theirs and maybe not use social media or things like that. And a lot of people these days are, social media is a factor as well. And those type of skills that the leader possesses is also a key feature for the success of a leader. And the best leaders were very flexible with their leadership. They were always evolving and adapting each and every day. And that's another example of the social media aspect as well. And the most successful businesses have leaders that are that way, that are always changing with the advancement of the technology and also advancing the management of the technology and the communication. And transformational leaders are very creative and don't get stagnant with their leadership. And they tend to make their followers feel appreciated and always evolve with positive changes to their leadership. And leaders should always try to emulate the transformational model of leadership instead of going on self-thought. They should follow that instead of going on their own, their own intuition. And that model has been proven to create successful leadership as well as successful communication among leaders and followers. So pretty much a big thing about what this chapter is teaching is if leaders have successful communication, it's also important to advance your communication as well, because the communication styles are going to continue to change, and if you're not changing along with those changes, you may lose followers, such as not adapting a technology, not adapting a new ways of communication. So that's a big thing with the chapter focuses on, and that's it.